Works Procurement and Contracting Committee meeting for Wednesday, March the 4th, 2020 will be called to order. Roll call, please.
Calling the roll, Mr. Tuma.
Here.
Mr. Miller. Here. Ms. Conwell. Ms. Conwell is absent. Mr. Schrein.
Here.
Ms. Baker. Ms. Baker is absent. There is a quorum.
Okay, and if I could have, is there any public comment this morning?
No, Mr. Chair, no one is signed
Okay.
in.
And if I could have approval of minutes from the February 19th, 2020 meeting.
I move approval of those minutes. Second.
We have a motion and a second to approve the minutes. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, nay. The ayes have it. And Madam Clerk, if you could please read the first resolution into the record.
Resolution number 2020-0055, authorizing a state contract with Great Lakes Petroleum in the amount not to exceed $1,236,000 for the purchase of fuel for various county facilities for the period 4/1/2020 through 3/31/2022.
Okay, and if you could, please state your name for the record, and we'll also note that Ms. Baker has joined us.
Thank you.
Nicole English from Public Works. So this is an award of a contract with Great Lakes Petroleum to supply our gas for 3 locations: our Harvard, which is our maintenance facility that we've recently consolidated, the county airport, and then the building generators, the backup generators that need the fuel. So this is a 2-year contract. It's $618,000 per year. It was taken off of the state of Ohio term contract. The state of Ohio bids out by region, and so we're in District 12 region, and this was the Great Lakes was the lowest bid. There was one other bidder that was 5% over, and then the other 3 were significant, more than 50% over Great Lakes. And the reason we get the better price for Great Lakes in this region is because they are located up here, and so they have a pretty good price is what we're getting. This is comparable to our current contract. I think we're at around $600,000 a year, so it's gone up slightly. Again, gas is kind of volatile, so it's based on the average daily rate at the close of business, plus there's a slight fee that they get to charge us. But going with the state contract gives us also some bulk buying power, but also delivery, and so they have to deliver within a day. So if we went out to bid on our own, we probably wouldn't get such good terms that they wouldn't have to respond that quickly. But since they have such a bulk, so this works out for price and for giving us good delivery response.
Okay. And again, it's for the Harvard maintenance, the county airport, and what was the last one?
The generators in our county buildings.
Generators. Okay, in all the county buildings. Okay. Okay, any questions from my colleagues? Mr. Schrein?
Just more for curiosity, is any of the gas being produced from wells here in the state of Ohio, as far as in the Utica or the Marcellus shale fields in either Ohio or Pennsylvania?
I don't know. I'll ask that question.
Yeah, why don't you ask them? Because it would be a nice thing to actually be able to say that we're getting it from the Marcellus shale fields and the natural gas, and locally here, stays within the state, all that good stuff. Thanks.
I'll get back to you.
Okay, any other questions? Okay, seeing none, what are we looking at as far as the time frame? I see there's an April 1st.
We have April 1, so we can go 3 readings.
Okay, then if no one has objection, I'll just make a motion for second reading.
Second.
And we have a motion and a second for second reading. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed, nay. The ayes have it. Okay, and Madam Clerk, if you could, please, with the second resolution.
Resolution number 2020-0056, declaring that public convenience and welfare requires striping Lake Avenue from Cove Avenue to Webb Road in the city of Lakewood.
Again, Nicole English from Public Works. So this is Welfare and Convenience starting a project for striping of Lake Avenue. This is part of the county executive's lakefront plan initiative. This is one of the first early projects that we're going to produce. And Lakewood had been planning restriping Lake in order to be bike friendly. They're narrowing the lanes, adding some enhancements at intersections for bikes and pedestrians. And so in general, just making Lake Road a little more friendly to all users. And so we are proposing that the county participate in $240,000. Typically, we do have that maintenance, annual maintenance, preventative maintenance that striping is included in. This is higher than the max for that, so that's why we're pulling it out as a separate project, because that is capped at $200,000 a year per city. So this is a standalone project, but it's playing into 2 things: the Greenway Plan, which County Planning Commission has been working on, and just enhancing overall the county facilities for bikes and peds, and then also the lakefront plan that the county executive is moving forward with.
Okay, so did Lakewood apply for the request for monies, or was this the county seeking out municipalities?
It's something that we have been talking to these lakefront communities about what their plans are coming up and how could we work together. And so it was one that came out that they sort of said, we've been working on this project, and boy, that'd be really helpful if, the county would be interested in helping. And so we've just partnered together on this. So it wasn't necessarily an application. It was more of a, in these lakefront plan discussions, it had come up, and then we offered our support.
Any questions, Mr. Miller?
What is the total project cost and how is the rest of it being paid for?
The pure construction cost is the $240, so we're offering to pay for the pure construction. The city paid for their design. They hired a consultant and had paid for the design, and they're handling construction management. So you would assume maybe a 10% for design, 10% for construction management. So it sort of becomes an 80-20 overall project.
Okay, Ms. Baker?
Just curious, how much was the striping piece of this? And how much is the Greenway plan and Lakefront plan part of this? Or is this 240 all for the bike
The
trail?
striping is part. The Greenway plan is just lays out which roads they want to enhance with bike and ped facilities. So this is one that was identified on the Greenway plan, and so this project itself is the striping that's going to change the road, which then makes it in compliant with what the Greenway plan suggested.
So there's no widening
No,
fixture?
no.
Nothing like that?
This road has enough width, the city, they did a traffic analysis, and it has enough width that they could pull down a few lanes, add the bike lanes, all within the curbs.
Good, thank you.
Okay, and what's the timing on this?
The city is trying to sell this project, right? They're trying to get it out, so they would like to know that we're participating. So second reading would be helpful, just to give them that understanding as they go out.
Second suspension?
Correct.
Okay.
Yep.
All right, I'll make that motion for second reading suspension. Do I have a second?
Second.
Okay, we have a motion and a second for second reading suspension. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, nay. The ayes have it. Okay, thank you. And is there any other miscellaneous business?
Yeah.
Before the committee? Okay, seeing none, could I have a motion to adjourn?
So moved.
You have a motion, and I'll make the second. All those in favor say aye. Aye. Opposed, nay. The ayes have it. And Public Works Committee shall adjourn at 10:11 a.m.